nice to be meeting you guys face to face. I wish I didn't look as crazy, but I have a feeling y'all not gonna go too hard on me, so I'm not gonna take it to heart. Um, I don't know. I'm kind of in a demasking stage where I am practicing what I preach, okay? Becoming more comfortable with being seen. So it's different, but I needed to go ahead and do it while I had the stamina, while I had, while I had hyped myself up enough to do it. So y'all get me before bed, a little crusty, a little dusty, but a big pure heart. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet because I really did want to give you guys a reading before the end of the night. This isn't gonna be your reading for the week, but actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead. Why not? So, for the absolute harm of none and the highest and purest good of all, Spirit, can we please get some cards, some insight on what this week holds for my collective? Oh, oh, beautiful. The High Priestess. So this week, look forward to having to use and rely on your insight, your inner wisdom, and a lot of the intellect that you already hold within you, not just in terms of surface level intelligence, but in how you communicate with people, how you handle challenges, how you overcome obstacles, and how you deal with problems, okay? How you approach the solution. All right, I'm seeing that there is going to be the possibility for some slight inconveniences this week. Nothing disastrous, but with that, you're going to be asked to rely on your inner wisdom, okay? The High Priestess is an extremely wisdom abundant person. So she knows how to tap in, sit back, and listen to not only herself, but be self aware enough to know when something is unbalanced and also just catch all the different energy and confirmations and messages that are constantly being sent to you throughout the day, okay? And if you feel like you've been having trouble with that, I'm hearing clear out your mailbox. Take some time to sit, to meditate, and just kind of tap in with spirit to catch those downloads that you haven't been catching, okay? We had one more card pop out, the Three of Pentacles. So the first thing that popped out to me was workplace. And that may be a combination of these two because initially I only saw this one, and then when I put it down, I saw this guy popped out. So these may be related. There may be some workplace inconveniences. Maybe somebody calls out, or maybe more people than that should be called out, and you're stuck doing multiple jobs, multiple roles, and it might be a little tough, but I don't see it being like crash out, walk out the job tough. It's just, it's going to be a test to where you are now. What I'm hearing is Spirit is going to be testing this version of you, and if they respond the way you should be for the amount of growth that you've developed over time, okay? So just, woosah, okay? Can I get a little bit more insight on these inconveniences? I'm hearing patience is a virtue, and I had two cards pop out. Give me 1 second. If I can find it. Whew. One thing about some nails, they will not let you be great and pick something up off the ground, okay? So, oh yeah, actually, I'm seeing the moon and was the king? The moon and the King of Swords. So, your swords are all about your ideas, your words, your thoughts, how you use them. And the moon shines light on those shadowy parts that we don't typically either see right away or like to pay attention to. And that could be in terms of obstacles in themselves. Maybe something we know we should have been putting a little bit more effort into, but we haven't, and now it's kind of circling around and bite us in the ass. Yeah. But I'm also seeing that this is more so to do with that version of yourself that's being tested. So your tendency to cage up and crash out or spaz out on someone when things get really stressful, maybe stop being a good teammate. All of this is coming back to the workplace for me. So this could be a very specific message. If you are not currently in work, then I mean, don't stress yourself, but you could still apply the energy if you do happen to come across any type of inconveniences. But really, I'm getting that this is a collective who's going to have some inconveniences, some challenges, some difficulties to deal with throughout the work week. And Spirit is saying that you've been asking for patience, you've been asking for the wisdom to do better, you've been asking for the ability to not overreact when things get stressful, to keep your cool, to not get anxious. So I see that you have been doing the work, and for a small percentage of you, you've been saying that you want to fix those things, but not putting the effort behind it. And now you're being tested. Both sets, whether you have been doing the work or haven't been doing the work, you're going to be tested. And it's either going to show you how important it is for you to finally put some work behind what you're asking for, or it's going to prove to you that you are doing better, that your growth, your evolution, it hasn't been for nothing, okay? So that is really amazing. No matter what happens, know that you are protected, know that you are divinely guided, and just trust in yourself and trust in your ability to look inward and handle these situations with a lot more tact than your past version may have, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to suddenly act like an angel, but to be able to just catch yourself in your tracks and go, you know what? I don't want to react like that anymore. Or you know what? Normally I would have something to say, but I'm going to just turn around and, avoid getting in jail, because honestly, they don't even make the food the way we like it. And orange is not even in season right now. So, priorities. So, can we please get some closing remarks in regard to this energy and the guidance, the self-guidance, and the guidance from you that we should be taking into consideration? Oh, right away. The Five of Cups. So you are walking away from this energy. You are not allowing yourself to be entangled with these knee-jerk reactions and this popping off at the mouth that you would normally do. You are thinking before you act, okay? That energy, you leaving it back there, okay? You got to move past it. You can't take it with you, and you know that, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. So, bottom of the deck. Oh, okay. Bottom of the deck was the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles has a lot to do with just struggle in general. But what I get off of here is lack mindset. So what I'm seeing is this lack of resources. It's going to have a lot to do with what is going on in this situation with this work challenge. And that takes me back to what I mentioned earlier, as a matter of fact. Yeah, when I said it might be people calling out, like you guys might be short-staffed, somebody might be quitting, something's going to happen that messes with the flow and the dynamic of the day, where it makes your job harder, and you're going to have to pick up a lot of slack is what I'm seeing. And how you approach it, how you deal with it, is going to lean towards or show you what basically how you've grown. And if you have some other areas you could be working on, it's going to pinpoint those for you and show you where you need to be taking the time to work on that a little bit more, okay? But yeah, I'm just seeing lack of resources. So who knows? Hell, it doesn't have to be people. It could be you run out of ink and y'all heavily rely on being able to print documents throughout the day. It could be literally materials, tools that are constantly used in your environment or in your office, and you guys have to do a rush order, you can't get your work done, it puts you behind. Whatever it is going to be, there's going to be a lack of resources. But Spirit wants you to remember two things. One, you're the magician and the alchemist. Don't forget it, act like it, and I will remind you every chance I get. And two, things happen, okay? But it's not usually the inconvenience itself that affects you so much as it is your reaction to the inconvenience. So remember that there's only so many things you can control, but it's up to you to stay level-headed as much as possible. Tap in with yourself, go to the restroom for 2 minutes, listen to a little frequency music, get yourself balanced, take some deep breaths, and then still forgive me, I did run out of time, so I'm crocheting some videos together. But yeah, just get inside that bathroom, take a few seconds to yourself, and remember that it may not be peachy keen, but you are not a background character. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Tune in, tap into that power, and handle the situation like the boss that you are, okay? Everything that's happening is giving you insight to your personal development. So don't fear it, embrace it, and know that you got this, all right? I love y'all abundantly, and I pray that y'all have an amazing week, okay? Bye.